What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Vet Grain. Listen, it's day 9. Yes, it is day number 9, okay? We've been doing this self-challenge. If you've been coming along with me on this journey, we've been doing this thing for 9 whole days. I want you to applaud yourself because I am applauding myself, okay? I took this self-challenge on to uncover the other layers of who Vet is, to try and figure out what was going on with me that I needed to press the reset button. So I'm taking all my y'all, and I'm laying it on the table piece by piece. I'm picking it up and I am figuring out what is going on. All right? Because Vet got some things to do in this thing called life. Hunty, you have some things to do in this thing called life. And the only way we're going to be able to accomplish anything is if we stop dreaming and start doing. That is the model for today. That is the challenge for today and the rest of this week. We dream these big dreams, and we have all of these ideas in our heads about what we want to do. We talk about what we want to do. But how many of us are really putting that doing into play? How many of us are actually taking action in our life to make that dream come true? You hear crickets? I know. Because most of the time, it's a small percentage of people who are willing to do. There's a small percentage. Most people are just going to talk about it. They go talk about it. But what the Migos say? Walk it like you talk it. Hey, walk it like you talk it. Hey, walk it like you talk it. We have to stop dreaming and start doing what it is that we were purposely purposed on this earth to do. And some of you may not even know what your purpose is yet. But I can help you with that, Hunty. I can most definitely help you with that. But first thing on the agenda is to start moving. You have to take that first step. You have to shed the fear, that false evidence appearing real. You have to stop asking for permission. You and me, we have to take accountability for our lives and say, you know what? I don't need to ask you if it's okay for me to do X, Y, Z. I don't need to ask permission from the masses in order to become who I am purposely purposed to be. You don't need to ask permission. That idea that you have, that one that you woke up thinking about this morning, but you're still sitting in the bed thinking about, emphasis on the thinking. Let's do some things. Let's take on some tasks this week to start that ball rolling, to get that dream happening. See, because God gave it to you, okay, Hunty? He didn't give it to me. He gave me my dream, and he gave you yours. What you gonna do with it? You gonna take it to the grave with you? How does that look? Imagine if that dream that you have, that idea that you have can actually change your life for the better. Imagine if you never did anything with it and you took it to your grave. They say, ooh, he took that to the grave, or ooh, she took that to the grave. You taking your dream to the grave for real, for real? That's what we doing. I'm just asking. Listen, sometimes people have to step on my neck in order for me to take action in my life. Listen, y'all. Sometimes we need the hard truth in order to move forward. Sometimes we need people to not coddle us in this thing called life. We need somebody to tell us our own truth, to tell us what it is that we are slacking in. Sometimes we need to tell that to ourselves. Okay, Hunty, you slacking in this. You need to be doing this better. Be accountable. Take accountability. I decided to take my power back in 2018. And it worked for me. I saw drastic changes in my life because I was listening to motivational videos. The information that I got out of those motivational videos, I put into my life. Like I put those things into my life. I took those things that were resonating with me, were resonating with my soul. Like, girl, you're the artist of your mural. You're the writer of your story. I took that and I was like, oh, wait a minute. What you mean I can rewrite this story that I've been living? You mean I can actually paint a beautiful picture, including these pink orchids behind me? You mean I can do that? I have that power? Yes, hunty, you do. You really do. You really do. That's why this week is going to be stop. Stop dreaming and start doing that. You have this huge platform that is growing day by day. This is something that you dreamt about. You dreamt that you were standing on stage speaking to people. You dreamt that you were a person that will motivate people to do better. So how are you going to accomplish that if you're just sitting around? If you're only doing a little bit? How are you going to accomplish that? These are all questions that I've been asking myself, y'all. Because sometimes that little girl, LaQuisha, sometimes LaQuisha want to revert back and not be vet. Sometimes LaQuisha like, vet too hard. Vet got a lot of challenges ahead of her. Vet go have to lose some people in this thing. Vet go have to study. Vet got to do a lot. LaQuisha like, give me a drink. Give me a drink. I don't want to do that. I just want to be. I don't want to become. I just want to be. Leave me be. Leave me be. Not this week, hunty. I don't care if you are starting right now on this self-challenge, this 30-day self-challenge. Start right where you are. I need you to stop dreaming and start becoming. Becoming who you are meant to be. And yeah, you may not know what that purpose is yet. But you'll uncover that if you decide to take action. If you decide to stop living mediocre. If you decide that you want a change in your life. You're going to see such a difference. You're going to see such a difference. The only way it's going to happen, though, is if you decide to make it happen. Starting today, right where you are, hunty. Don't waste any more time. I'm on day 9 of this thing. You can be on day 1, and that's okay. I need you to start where you are right now. This week, I'm going to be interviewing Coach Bree. She is my coach in my head. I asked her to be my coach. She didn't have the capacity at that time. I got so much from Coach Bree in her mindset group that she had on Clubhouse. When I tell you I evolved, I felt like a phoenix rising in that room. I felt like I was able to use my voice. I felt like I was able to come to a better understanding of why I was doing the things that I was doing, why I was the way I was, why I am the way I am even now. This uncovering, this unlayering that I'm doing right now. I was able to figure out a lot of that in Coach Bree's room. So I'm so happy and so proud that she accepted my invitation to be a guest on Think and Grow with Vet Grain. She is such an awesome person, y'all. I'm telling you, the interview is going to be this Tuesday, the 11th. I believe it's this Tuesday. And I want you to come with your questions. If you have ever wanted someone to be by your side in this thing, Coach Bree was that person for me. She really was that person for me. She was that person for a lot of us. And she challenged me to be better, which is why I love her so much, because she challenged me. Some of us, we have these huge personalities, type A personalities, just driven. So we need other people who are also driven or even more driven than you are to step on your neck, okay? When I tell you Coach Bree did that for me, I am forever grateful to her for that. So make sure you check out the interview this Tuesday. We're going to be going live on Think and Grow with Vet Grain at 7 p.m. I have Coach Bree in the house, and we are going to break down a lot of this mindset jargon that you hear me talking about. We're going to break down why we should stop dreaming and just start doing, because it's going to make a wealth of difference in your life, hunty. It really is. This week, I want you to, 1, listen to motivational videos every single day. And each day, I want you to write down 2 things. If you have more, go ahead and do that. But write down at least 2 things, 2 that resonated with you in that motivational video. And at the end of this week, I want you to look at all the things that you wrote down and see if any of them are duplicates. See if the same thing, the same message kept coming to you over and over again. And let's see what we go do with that next Saturday, okay? I'm asking you to do that. I'm asking us to do that because, one, repetition really helps with this thing because you wanted to get it down in your soul. Two, when you're writing it down, you'll be able to see what keeps coming up. See, success leaves signs. And when you are trying to be successful in your life and you start taking those steps, the signs are going to be there leading you to your next best thing. The signs that you've been asking for, oh God, send me a sign. It's already there, hunty. 9 times out of 10, 99.999 times out of 10 is that you have not opened your mind enough to receive what it is that sign is trying to tell you. Some of us, we get those signs. We ask God, send me a sign. Tell me if this person is right for me, or tell me if this job is right for me. And we got the sign. We just didn't see it, or we ignored it because we, again, are not open to receive what it is the universe, God, is trying to sell us or send us. We want what we want. But what if that's not what God has planned for us? What if that's not what the universe has planned for us? Because the story's already written. What we're doing is we are going in and adding our little spice. We're adding our little seasoning salt. Because that's what God gave us the capability to do. God gave us the beautiful blessing of having the ability to create the story that we want to live. I feel like we can live our heaven on earth right here, y'all. You can live your heaven on earth. You don't have to live in hell. For many years, I was in a state of hell for many years. And once I realized that, girl, you ain't got to wait to die. You already living in hell. It was like, oh, wait a minute. I don't want to live there. I want my heaven on earth. So I decided to just stop dreaming and start doing. Yeah, I still dream. Don't get me wrong. You want to dream. But with those dreams, you want to take action, okay? All right, hunty. I love y'all long life, and I hope you have a wonderful week on purpose. I got that from Coach Bree. If you would have been following me, you would have known that. I say that quite often. There's a few things that I got from Coach Bree, and she's going to be on Think and Grow with Vet Green this Tuesday, y'all, 7 p.m. So make sure, if you're ready to change your life, if you're ready to change that mindset, make sure you tap in with Think and Grow with Vet Green this Tuesday, Tuesday the 11th at 7 p.m. Have a wonderful week on purpose. More to come. Remember, don't just dream, do. Don't just dream, do. What are you doing this week? All right?